Hello, I'm filming indoors today because it's way too hot outside. However, this is pretty nostalgic for me because I started filming my astrology videos in this room, so it's kind of a nice change. I do miss the outside vibe, so we will get back to that once it starts cooling down outside. Okay, so this video is going to be about the full moon lunar eclipse that's happening in the sign of Pisces on August 27th. This lunar eclipse is happening at 4 degrees in Pisces, and this is pretty important. First, I want to start off by saying eclipses happen near the Lunar North Node and Lunar South Node. So whenever you hear it's eclipse season, just know that eclipses happen because they are occurring near or on the North Node or near or on the South Node. Depending on the astrologer you're working with, the degrees in how close that lunar activity varies. I would say that you can expect an eclipse to happen within 10-ish degrees of a lunar node. And this one that's happening in Pisces at 4 degrees is pretty interesting. And I wanted to just note that eclipses do happen near the north and south node. So now getting into what's making this eclipse pretty interesting is we know that the North Node is currently in Aquarius and the South Node is currently in Leo. So why are we having this eclipse in Pisces? I described this in my previous videos that whenever there is a transit in an axis, so we have the Aquarius and Leo axis being highlighted by the lunar nodes right now. The previous lunar node transit was in Pisces and Virgo. Each lunar node transit spends around 18, on average, 18 months on an axis. So we had the previous axis of Pisces and Virgo highlighted. It was for 17 months, but still on average, the lunar transit, you can expect it to be around 18 months. So that lunar node transit is continuing a slow and gradual closeout. The tying up of all the loose ends of what that transit meant for us, the symbolism, the themes, the change, the challenges, the growth, whatever that meant for us while the North Node was in Pisces and the South Node was in Virgo, it's starting to wrap up. It's starting to come to a close. And the first closing of that transit is going to be this August 27th with that lunar eclipse in Pisces at 4 degrees. So we have this lunar eclipse in Pisces at 4 degrees. And then in February of 2027, we will have an eclipse in Virgo, which will completely close out that lunar node transit for us. It's not that these themes are super prominent right now, but we will just get a punch of that energy, like a reminder of what that transit was for us while the North Node was in Pisces and the South Node was in Virgo. We're going to get a reminder and a closeout to that. So we're beginning with the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces at 4 degrees. Okay, next, what makes this interesting is we currently have the North Node in Aquarius and the South Node in Leo. And then we have this eclipse in Pisces. This eclipse is still technically near a lunar node. It's within 5 degrees of the Aquarius North Node. So that's why this is an eclipse. It's near a node. The node isn't in Pisces, however, it's near the North Node. So I was thinking about this, and some questions for me popped up, and my practice popped up, which was, does this mean that this lunar eclipse is going to take on some Aquarian themes? I'm an Aquarius rising. Aquarius falls in my first house. Pisces falls in my second house. This full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, I'm expecting it to take on second house themes, Pisces themes. However, since it's happening near the Aquarius North Node, I'm wondering how this is going to play out. Are there going to be themes around Aquarius and around the first house because it's kind of tying in those themes? I think, yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't. And this is a great learning moment. These are the teachable astrology moments that I really look forward to because it's just about putting astrology into practice. You know your birth chart, you know enough to see how things play out and to keep an open mind and an open heart to whatever it is that's going to come to fruition while this eclipse happens or any other astrological transit. So my question is, I don't know if anyone else is wondering the same, is this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces at 4 degrees going to take on Aquarius themes because it's happening near the Aquarius North Node? And that North Node is at 29 degrees in Aquarius. So everyone be on the lookout. I might just suggest to expect themes from the house where Aquarius is in your natal birth chart. And if anyone has any questions, comments, or knows anything about this type of situation, I would love to hear about your experience or whatever it is that you would like to share. Okay, so now getting into the symbolism of what this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces means for us. So this is representing the Pisces North Node, which was the previous transit to the Aquarius North Node, Leo South Node. So we have North Node themes. It's very important to remember that the North Node means things are coming into our lives. This is an opportunity for that transit where the Pisces North Node, where the North Node was in Pisces, the South Node was in Virgo. This is an opportunity to receive something from that transit. You will be receiving something where Pisces is in your birth chart. So themes of Pisces are coming in and themes of the house where Pisces is coming in. And getting into Pisces energy, Pisces is things that live behind the curtain. It is the unseen realm. It is everything that's hidden. So it might be interesting where this new source is coming from. You might not be aware of where it's coming from. It might be a surprise of where it's coming from. And it might feel like something is being revealed. And the good thing about Pisces is that Pisces is very intuitive. The energy of Pisces is spiritual, intuitive, and it's that inner knowing that you feel in your bones. So maybe you've had, wherever Pisces is in your birth chart, you have a strong intuition about something that is coming your way. You may feel that there is a new thing that's approaching you. You just don't know what it is yet. I think with this full moon lunar eclipse happening with the North Node and Pisces energy of things coming in, it may feel that intuition of feeling something is around the corner, knowing something is around you, but you don't know what it is yet. I believe it may be revealed on August 27th or around August 27th when that full moon lunar eclipse is happening in Pisces. So I might suggest to keep an open mind, an open heart, and just an open body. Be open to receiving intuitive messages. Be open to seeing things that may not be explainable, but you may just feel that this is something that resonates. This is something that is for me. And this makes a lot of sense for me right now. And this is so Pisces energy, just trying to explain the unexplainable. So while this eclipse is happening, know that something is coming into you. Pisces energy is coming into you. And the themes of where Pisces is, the house that Pisces is in your birth chart, those themes are coming into you as well. So let's continue into Pisces energy. Pisces is water. It's the last sign of the zodiac, so it's very wise. It's very knowing, it's very trusting. And bringing in the water element, it's very flowy. It's flowy through the uncertainty. There may be a lot of uncertainty right now, but it's important to remain flowy. It's important to just remain trusting that something is coming up for us and it's going to be revealed. I think what might be important is listening to your emotions, listening to your intuition, um, and let that be the guiding force for you. If you feel that emotions are coming up to be observed and resolved, let that process happen. And if you feel connected to water, connected to swimming, going in the ocean, cleansing routines and rituals, that may be of big significance right now to allow you to embody Pisces energy, embody the flow of water, the unlimitedness. Okay, I'm gonna try not to embarrass myself. Um, but what I'm trying to say is be trusting, know that things might not be tangible, might not be able to see, feel, touch, but trust that what you're feeling right now is very real and it's going to come to a culmination when that full moon lunar eclipse happens on August 27th. I'd say, which is advice that I'm taking for myself right now, is it may be very important to ground yourself. And this is highlighting the fact that Pisces and Virgo sits on the same axis. If you feel that emotions are coming up, a lot is coming up and it's becoming overwhelming, make sure you ground yourself. Stick to your routines, stick to your daily schedules, stick to what you know, and all the little things that you know allow you to get back to yourself or get back into your body. That groundedness is going to allow you to work with all the Piscean energy that's coming towards us. The emotions, the feelings, the intuition, the spirituality, that is going to need some sort of grounded source. We're going to need to be grounded to experience that energy and to make sense of it for whatever it means for us. So something that I'm doing right now is I'm sticking to what I know. I'm sticking to my health routine. I'm sticking to my morning routine, my sleep routine, and I'm not allowing too much change right now because I don't want to get overwhelmed with that Piscean energy that's coming my way, coming our way. And when we have Piscean energy, which is water, emotions, intuition, spirituality, and we have the North Node, which is things coming into our life, that feeling may be overwhelming. It may feel, I think, metaphorically like a big wave coming our way. So if that's what you're feeling right now, stick to your routines and keep an open mind, keep an open heart, and just be ready for what's coming to us, what's coming to you on August 27th. I want to know another very important, actually, I think I have a couple other important notes, but the first one is sleep. You might be having disrupted sleep right now. You may be feeling like you really need to rest. Take this opportunity to rest. Pisces rules sleep. So it's no incoincidence that sleep and rest is a big deal for us right now. And focusing on sleep and getting your rest is going to help you work with that Pisces energy. Your dreams could be really active right now. You could be receiving messages through your dreams. So that's another thing to look out for. And music, artistry, poetry could be really creative outlets that are helping us work with and work through the Pisces energy. So finding your favorite music, listening to new music. I think also anyone that's probably going to a concert up until the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, this might be just a really fun time for you. So, music is a good way to connect with Pisces energy. Journaling, anything poetic, is a good way to connect with Pisces energy, and anything that has to do with the arts. So, I think that is good. That's a good analysis of what this full moon lunar eclipse might look like for us. So, before I get into what each rising sign can expect, just know that the North Node is all about what's coming in, the South Node is all about what's going out. Since this is a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, where the North Node has been in the past 18 months, which is prior to what transit we have right now with the lunar nodes, the Aquarius and Leo axis of the lunar nodes. Just know that the North Node is everything coming in. It's a culmination of that last transit where the North Node is in Pisces, the South Node is in Virgo, and we're expecting something to come in from that transit. Okay, I think I'm ready to get into the signs. So let's start with Aries. Aries rising. This full moon lunar eclipse is happening in your 12th house. This is especially potent for you. This is Pisces' natural house. So you may be already feeling a high intensity of intuition, spirituality, um, feeling like things are changing, things are moving around you that you can't quite see yet, you can't feel, you can't touch, but there's an inner knowing that something is around the corner. I'd say get your rest, focus on your sleep, get connected with music, the arts, with poetry, and just know that your intuition is going to be especially strong right now. Listen to your intuition, and um, you will be receiving something coming in through your 12th house and something coming in through Pisces themes. Okay, Taurus rising. This is happening in your 11th house of larger groups of people, communities, friend groups, and dreams that you have for yourself. So you will be receiving Pisces energy this way. Your intuition will be heightened around themes of your friend groups. You may be feeling very intuitive about your friend groups right now. Um, you may be feeling very intuitive about the communities you're a part of and larger groups of people that you find yourself a part of. So listen to your intuition on whatever it's telling you about those groups right now. Also, you may be receiving a new group, it could be a new spiritual group as well, a new group of people coming into your life to for you to be a part of, and that group may be spiritual. They may be into music, arts, poetry, and it may also be a group that you did not expect to be a part of. So you will be receiving something new with those Pisces themes, and it's gonna be in your 11th house of larger groups of people, communities, dreams, and wishes you have for yourself, and your friend groups. Okay, Gemini rising. This full moon lunar eclipse is happening in your 10th house of reputation, career, and social status. You will be receiving something new with those themes of the 10th house. This could potentially be a career coming to a culmination, or a new career opportunity, and a new opportunity to change your social status or your reputation. And this change and this new thing coming into your life is going to take on Pisces themes, which is spiritual, intuitive. Um, it's also regarding music and the arts and poetry. So, and also healing as well. So, these are going to be really big themes for you right now while this full moon lunar eclipse happens in Pisces on August 27th. Okay, Cancer. This full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces is happening in your ninth house. This is going to be a very spiritual time for you. The ninth house rules over life philosophy, it rules over belief systems such as religion, astrology, esoteric knowledge, and it also rules over higher education and international travel. So, Cancer risings, you'll be receiving something new regarding these ninth house themes. And that new thing is going to be infused with Pisces energy, which is spiritual, intuitive, being able to feel and know the unseen, and also music, arts, and poetry. So, expect something new to come into your life with the themes of the ninth house and the themes of Pisces. Leo, Leo rising, this full moon lunar eclipse is happening in your eighth house. This is also a very spiritual time for you because the eighth house rules over death and rebirth. It's the process of analyzing your mental health, analyzing your own psychology, and making changes based on what you want and what no longer serves you. So this moment, this full moon lunar eclipse, could be bringing in something new regarding those eighth house themes. It could be a new opportunity or a new moment of a death and rebirth for you. It could also reveal an inheritance. How about that? And it could also be investments as well. So the new moon or the full moon, sorry, the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces could be bringing in something new to the eighth house themes for you. That new thing is going to feel very spiritual, very intuitive. It's going to feel like something you know deep in your bones, but you can't see, you can't feel, you can't touch. And it could also take on themes of music, poetry, and the arts as well. Virgo rising, this full moon lunar eclipse is happening in your seventh house of one-on-one relationships. So, one-on-one relationships regarding friends, regarding business partners, regarding romantic partners, just anyone you deal with on a one-on-one basis is going to receive something new with this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. This could be an exciting time to receive a new partner, whether that's a platonic, romantic, or business partner, and that partner is going to may take on themes of being someone who's spiritual, being someone who's really connected to their intuition. They may be someone who just knows how to trust their intuition and know that what they feel and what they know in their bones is true to them. This person may also be interested in music, interested in the arts, interested in poetry. So it could take on this new individual could take on an artistic type of personality as well. Okay, Libra rising. This full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces is happening in your sixth house of day-to-day routines, how you take care of yourself physically, um, your coworkers, who you serve, and who you surround yourself by. And I also want to mention that the sixth house also deals with pets. So this new moon, I keep saying new moon, I'm sorry. I'm trying to say you're receiving something new, but this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, you may be receiving something new regarding these themes. It could be potentially a new time to receive a pet. It could be a time to start a new job and have new coworkers. And it can also be a time where you have a totally new daily routine. And you can expect that these themes will be infused with Pisces energy. So maybe your routine is a little bit more flowy. Maybe your routine is very spiritual, very intuitive. You follow how you feel in the morning and you go off your intuition on how to go about your day. Um, maybe this new job, new coworkers could be very spiritual, intuitive, And maybe you feel like you've received a pet at a time that's a very important time for you, a very spiritual and intuitive important time for you. Also, be on the lookout for themes of music, art, and poetry as well. Okay, Scorpio rising, this full moon lunar eclipse is happening in your fifth house. And this could be a really fun time for you because the fifth house reveal is or rules over things we like to do for fun, things that we enjoy. So it could be your passions, your hobbies. It could also affect children. So maybe you have children or you're going to have children. Um, and it also rules over dating as well. So the dating process might be highlighted for you during this time. And you're going to receive something new with Piscean themes. So expect spirituality, expect intuition to be big themes right now. Expect the arts, music, and poetry to be big right now. So maybe your hobbies and themes are very much around music and art and poetry. Maybe you're dating people who resemble people who like music, arts, and poetry, or maybe you're dating people who are intuitive and spiritual. So expect those themes, the fifth house themes and Pisces themes, to be highlighted for you, and you're going to receive something new with this full moon lunar eclipse. Okay, Sagittarius rising. This full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces is happening in your fourth house of home life. This is your current home life. This is also where you come from, your childhood, where you grew up, your roots, and it could also rule over maternal figures and mothers in your life. So this full moon lunar eclipse is bringing in something new to your home life. And it's going to be a really spiritual time for you. Pisces themes are going to be highlighted, spirituality, intuition. So maybe it feels very much like an intuitive moment to move, or intuitive moment to buy a home, to rent a home, or whatever it is. It's going to deal with home life. Maybe your home life feels very intuitive right now. Maybe you are decorating your home to feel more spiritual, to feel more like it's embodying your intuitive gifts, and it feels like a very, I don't know why I want to say, like a holy space. It feels like your tranquil holy space. And also expect themes of music, art, and poetry. So maybe you're decorating your home with a lot of art, a lot of new art, a lot of like maybe posters of music, something like that. Maybe you're receiving a record player, something like that. Just know that music, art, and poetry, the arts are going to be really big regarding your home life right now. And since this full moon lunar eclipse is highlighting the North Node that was in Pisces, it's going to be something that's coming into you for you to work with. Okay, Capricorn rising. This full moon lunar eclipse is happening in your third house of communication, of processing information, of short distance travel, siblings, neighbors, and even early education. I would say that with the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, you could be having a really psychic time right now. Your communication, how you speak and how you download information, how you process information, is going to take on Piscean themes, which is spiritual, intuitive. It's trusting in the things that you can't see, but the things that you just know. So I'd say this is a very psychic time for you right now. You may be receiving a new something new coming into your life that's helping you realize that you kind of have psychic abilities when it comes to communication. It comes to speaking, listening to others speak to you, and processing what they say to you, processing on the information that you intake throughout your day. So, um, I think this could also highlight a lot of intuitive downloads as well. So, really listen to your intuition, and because Pisces is in your third house, logic when it comes to communication isn't really a thing. It's about intuitive feeling, it's about intuitive guidance and downloads that you receive, and allows you to just observe people, read people. I'd say that's a big deal for you. Also, you may be having intuitive feelings, intuitive guidance around your neighbors, around your siblings, um, and around just people that you speak with on a day-to-day basis, or just in your environment. And one other thing, I think regarding short distance travel with Pisces, um, travel may feel very spiritual for you. It may feel like there's something new coming in regarding your short distance travel. So, how you get to work, how you get to a friend's house, how you travel within your state, your city, things like that. You could be getting an intuitive download or something new regarding short distance travel. Okay, and then we have Aquarius rising. I'm an Aquarius rising, so this one's going to be fun to do. So, Aquarius rising, we are receiving something new with that full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. We will be receiving something new that's taking on themes of the second house, which is self worth. It's material possessions, it's how we earn money. And I'm excited for this one. I'm trying to keep an open mind and an open heart because this could be a new opportunity for us to receive material possessions, receive money, and maybe receive something that gives us a good sense of self worth or enhances our self worth. So, the second house is going to be really highlighted during this time, and Pisces themes are going to be big. So, intuition, spirituality, maybe we or you are making money through spiritual pursuits. Maybe we're using our intuition in how to make money. I think I just thought of something right now. Maybe because this is regarding the transit where Pisces, where the North Node is in Pisces and the South Node is in Virgo. There may have been something like an intuitive um, moment that you followed. It may have been something new, something that you just knew you had to follow and felt right. That could be coming to a culmination right now. You could have felt very intuitive to make a change in your life. And now, with this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces that is highlighting the North Node that was in Pisces, it's something coming in for you to work with regarding that intuitive move or that intuitive decision that you made. And it's going to be regarding how you earn money, your self worth, and your material possessions. So, spirituality and intuition is going to be big right now. I think also since Pisces is involved, it may be a source coming in that we don't know of, we can't see. It may be a hidden source. I think that's what I'm telling myself as well, just to keep an open eye out for. Also, music, artistry, and poetry, those type of themes, but specifically artistry, is going to be a big moment for us right now. That full moon lunar eclipse could be bringing in something new regarding music, art, and poetry. And then, last but not least, we have Pisces rising. Pisces risings, this is happening in your first house of self, identity, personality, and your appearance as well. So this is a really exciting time for Pisces risings. I want you to think back to when the North Node was in Pisces and the South Node was in Virgo. So this was like 18 months ago. There may have been a huge change to who you are, who you know you are at your core, how you um, go about the world, how you express yourself, how you express your appearance, and also your identity and personality. This is a big culmination moment for you. With this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, what's coming into you right now to work with is something new that is working with your identity, your personality, the way you look, and who you know you are. So all that work that was done while the past 18 months, while the North Node was in Pisces, the South Node was in Virgo, I think this is going to be a moment where you see the fruits of your labor. And it's going to be all about who you are now. You might look in the mirror, you might be a completely different person, and this could be something that's exciting for you right now. That full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces is bringing in something new that's really hitting you at a very personal level. And that's it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone's ready for this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces that's happening on August 27th. And if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and comment below, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.